Good morning, friends and lovers. How are you all today? I think we've been together long enough that I can share some of my personal history with you. Now, I think a lot of you already know, those of you who've been with me for a little while, you know that Frugal Daddy and I have both been married before we got together, before we hooked up. Yeah, this beautiful romance that Frugal Daddy and I share with each other and with you is not our first rodeo. We've both been married before. I won't even talk about how many times Frugal Daddy's been married. That's his story. My story is I've been married once before. Okay, so you with me so far? I got married when I was 28. I think we probably split up before or around my 30th birthday. So it didn't last that long. Probably completely my fault. I mean, you guys know me. Who'd want to be married to me? I wouldn't. I mean, marriage isn't easy. Well, anyway, it's not a video about marriage and marriage advice. The basic advice would be don't do what I do. But marriage is hard, and people say that it takes compromise, and that's just not my favorite thing to do, you know? Anywho, what's the point? So I was married before to a very, very nice guy. I mean, we had a very strong friendship element in our relationship, and we had dated for quite a few years before we got married, blah, blah, blah. I was 28, he was 30. It lasted a couple of years. Very smart guy. He's a professor. And he's down south. That's all I'll say about that. But the point is, what's the point, Amy? What's the point? What's the point? He's become a world leader? Is that what you're saying? Well, just wait. Not very long, because the pictures are coming up. I'm going to show you some pictures of my ex-husband interspersed with some pictures of a very prominent world leader. And you tell me if you think they're twins separated at birth or not, because obviously they are. I mean, the answer is yes, they're twins separated at birth. I mean, this world leader, I'm not going to give it away, but you're going to see in a sec. I mean, he is the twin of my ex-husband. Every time I watch him on the news, it's so distracting to me because I'm all like, hey, ex-husband, like, when did you go into politics and move to another country? Spoiler alert, my ex-husband is not the spitting image of Donald Trump. Let me just say that. So I'm going to start off showing you a picture of my ex-husband, and we're quickly going to cycle through ex-husband, world leader, ex-husband, world leader, with some really cool, fun visual effects of how one picture flips into another, because I want to entertain you with a little music too. Now, you just have to bear in mind that I'm 55 now, right? So when I got married at 28, well, that's almost 30 years ago. The pictures I'm showing you of my ex-husband are from back then. In fact, they're from our wedding. I have tons of pictures of him, but what I found quickest and easiest was the wedding album. So those are the pictures I'm going to show you. And of course, I took pictures of pictures to show you. So I'm sorry if the quality isn't great. I mean, I don't think digital cameras existed back then. I'm not even sure. We didn't have one. You know, these were the old-fashioned regular photos. Click, click, print the photo. Okay? Okay, you with me so far? And the pictures of the world leader are current. And he is my age, right? So we have current 55-year-old man juxtaposed with almost 30 years ago, 30-year-old man, right? So you're going to have a younger guy, a middle-aged guy, younger, but you're going to see the similarity, okay? So you get their twins, but at different ages. Twin at 30 juxtaposed to twin at 55. You understand what I'm saying? Young, old, young. But you're going to see the extremely striking similarity. And if you don't see it, you're wrong. I'm right. Because every time I look at this world leader, it's like, yes, you are absolutely Chris's twin. Yes, my ex-husband's name was Chris. Yes. Okay. So, I know this is so fun. Everybody take a sip of coffee. Get yourselves ready for this excitement. It's just a few seconds of photos, and then it's going to be me again. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Here we go with first ex-husband Chris, then what world leader could it be? As soon as you see Chris, you're going to know, okay? Here we go. looks exactly like him. Chris and Boris are freaking twins. Now, Chris, I have to say, he does know how to comb his hair, and he does not have that posh accent. I don't think he could even learn that posh accent. But I mean, if they ever needed a stand-in double for the prime minister, oh my gosh, totally, you would go with my ex-husband, obviously. Now, it's a fun little video. It's just for fun, right? I know it's particularly poignant at the moment because Mr. Boris Johnson is in the ICU with the COVID-19. And I personally am worried about him, and I think we all need to say a prayer for him. I very sincerely hope that he recovers very quickly and that he's fine, and we need to say a prayer for everybody who's sick right now and for all the healthcare workers and for everybody on the planet. Everybody needs to pull together so we can, we're going to get through this. So, okay, just another comment if you've made it this far. Okay, regarding the dumpster diving videos, I know not that many of the regular dumpster diving viewers are going to watch this kind of video, and they're probably the ones that need to hear the message, but there's a delay, right? So if you see a dumpster diving video up tomorrow, I probably filmed it 3 or 4 weeks ago. Not to say that the virus didn't exist 3 or 4 weeks ago, but it's not current to where it is now, right? So, because a lot of people get on my case about how irresponsible it is to go out and go dumpster diving in the middle of this virus. I'm not really sure why that's irresponsible, because people have been allowed to go to the grocery store to get food, right? We're allowed to get food because we still need to eat. And I've been in grocery stores and I've been in dumpsters. And I got to tell you, 100% of the time, I never run into another person in the dumpster. I do not run into other people. I'm not breathing on other people. They're not coughing on me. There's no contact with other people. When I've taken a step into a grocery store, which by the way I did the other day because I was searching for a particular food item for a particular family member. So I went into this particular small specialty market for that item, and I'm not saying it was packed, but it was crowded and people were trying to keep their distances and we were wearing masks and so forth, but I felt very uncomfortable. I mean, there were a lot of people, people were pretty close together. I don't ever run into anybody in a dumpster, okay? So as social isolation goes, personally, I think a dumpster is a better bet than a grocery store. Now we're at the point where the lady, Dr. Bucks, you know who I mean, the lady with the scarves. She's one of the chief medical advisors for the pandemic, get the hands going, in the United States. Okay, she has now said, don't even go to the grocery store if you can avoid it. So that means we're not going to go to the grocery store if we can avoid it. It also means we're not going to go dumpster diving if we can avoid it. But there will be dumpster diving videos coming up, pre-recorded for your viewing enjoyment, because I have a little bit of a backlog. So watch them or don't watch them, criticize or whatever. I'm super busy with homeschooling the kids. I mean, that is like unbelievably fun and fabulous and not incredibly overwhelming and time consuming, but I don't have a lot of time at the moment to respond to comments or answer emails. Like, we're way, way behind. And in terms of sending makeup to people and the prize winner, CC, congratulations yet again. It might be a little while. Oh, I thought Frugal Daddy had on sunglasses, but he doesn't. Oh my gosh, he's like a mad scientist. Show yourself and your mad scientist turn. Look, he's just walking through the house like that. Whatever. I just totally lost my train of thought. I don't know where I was. But anyway, okay, so homeschooling. Yeah, loving that. And anywho, the makeup. Sending the makeup. Okay, there's going to be a delay in that because, first of all, I have to box it up and all that. But then we have to get it to the post office. So be patient, right? Someday I'll tell you the story of when I picked up. I'll tell you now because we've already started it. Do you remember back with the anthrax scare after 9/11? Right? So during that time, somebody sent me a package and it was being held at the post office. I had to sign for it, I guess, and I hadn't been home when they tried to deliver it. So off I went to the post office, picked up my package, got it home. At about that same moment, a news story came out saying that anthrax had been detected at that post office where I had just been, at that post office. So I, of course, freaked out ever so slightly and thought, oh my God, I have the anthrax package in my house. Like, what do I do? So I just put it aside, put it out on the porch, didn't open it for a long time. Long story short, everything was fine. I didn't get anthrax. But, oh my goodness, yes, I was worried there for a minute. Oh, speaking of other diseases, cholera.
My God, you've had cholera too?
I've had cholera too.
Wow.
No, but people get cholera, Dwayne. It's not a joke, you know.
I know that.
Okay, so regarding the video I put up entitled Fun in the Time of Cholera, showing the kids riding around on the lawnmower out front and they're playing on the swing. A lot of people commented, it's not cholera. Why'd you say cholera? It's coronavirus. Okay, well, it's a coronavirus. Let's just remember there are many coronaviruses. This is a new one, and the disease has been called COVID-19. And I know that. I know it's not a cholera outbreak right now. I was making a literary reference, which I think most people realize now, to the novel by Gabriel Garcia Marquez called Love in the Time of Cholera. I've read the book. So when I was thinking about this video, that title just popped into my mind. And if it pops into my mind, that's what you're going to get. So instead of Love in the Time of Cholera, I called it Fun in the Time of Cholera. It's a literary reference to that novel. And I don't know. I just thought that maybe it wouldn't be in great taste to call it Fun in a Time of COVID-19 Pandemic. But that's really what it was. And it's not that the pandemic is fun, obviously. It's just trying to make the best of being home in seclusion with the family, which we actually enjoy. The pandemic, the death, the economic destruction, the fact that, I'm not making enough money to pay my bills. Well, that part we're not enjoying. But being home with the kids, having some fun outside, trying to normalize the experience for them, well, that's the fun part. So all my disclaimers, there you go. My ex-husband looks like Boris Johnson. Prayers to him and his family and everybody else who's being directly impacted by this pandemic. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're safe. I hope you're keeping your spirits up. Thank you for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. And I'm thinking about doing a live or semi-live dance party video. But I'll probably disable comments because I don't need people to tell me what an amazing dancer I am. I just don't need that kind of feedback. But the whole point of it is we need to keep our spirits up and we need exercise. Dance is a great way to exercise. And hey, let's dance together, right? Because I have excellent taste in music. People my age know. People who came up in the 80s, we know good dance music. We got the moves. We got the moves. I know. So I'm thinking about doing that. And the point is for you to dance along, not leave snarky comments. So that might be coming soon because we've been doing that. I've been doing that with the kids. We'll put on a playlist of music and, excuse me, I'm getting all choked up about it. Yep, I know the image is flipped, but it says, get out your fat pants. And that's what I'm wearing today. That's what I've been doing with the kids. We've been dancing around for fun, and we take turns picking songs, and I'm introducing them to old songs, which, I mean, they're not appreciating it. They're not appreciating that as much as they should, but, not every dance party can just be all JoJo Siwa music. Anyway, so that might be coming up. I just have to see how I feel, what the reaction is, if people get into it and dance along, as you should. Okay, so I'll see you guys again super soon. You're the best, and please take care of yourselves.